Such a brilliant day for it. I just hope that the weather stays the same. Well, welcome to a little behind-the-scenes look at this year's One Man and His Dog. As you can see me behind is the course, which stretches all the way down in that dip and up to the other side, all the way to that fence line. Everybody's busy setting up their camera equipment and what have you. We'll take you for a little tour in a moment, but first, the lovely Kate Humble is over here. Hello, Kate, how are you? You all right? You're good? With your team?
Dog.
Yes.
Yes, it's not One Man and His Dog, it's one woman and her dog and her handbag.
I was going to say, your dogs are not competing this year, just spectating.
They're not going to compete. No. But it looks like a fantastic course.
Good course, yeah, lovely. We've got the
See you,
yes, good, right, yeah. Commentary box, here we are. Probably won't be able to get in because there'll be too many wires and everything everywhere. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on in there. I think it's probably best just to stand here, really. So basically, it's a massive shed with a bit of perspex in the front. And no matter what the weather outside, it's like a sauna in there. I mean, it can be Arctic, it can be Baltic winds blowing like you wouldn't believe, and in there, Gus and I are just dripping. Can you see there's about 20 litres of water just on a chair, ready. And so from all of the gubbins in there, we've got a big jib, big crane here that can lift right up and get a really good kind of bird's eye view of the whole field. A little tricky in wind, but there's another one here, look, you can see, with an all-terrain vehicle underneath, so that can zip around all over the shop. And the lovely thing about this piece of equipment is not only can you get the big high shots, but you can get the really sweeping ones as well, and then sometimes you can drop it right down so the camera angle is almost looking up at the sheep. So it really makes you feel like you're in the middle of the action. Well, I'm now doing what's known as the dog's outrun, where the dog runs all the way around the outside of the field to collect the sheep, which are waiting patiently at the bottom. Now, of course, there are no sheep at the moment, but I'm on my way to show you how the sheep end up in the right place, at the right time, and in a relaxed fashion. Well, here on One Man and His Dog, it really is a case of all hands on deck, and that includes the farmer. This is John. How are you, John? Good to see you.
How do you do?
I'm very good indeed. And these are your sheep, aren't they, that we're using for this programme?
Yeah.
And how does it feel then, having One Man and His Dog on your land?
Well, rather a little bit excited. It's rather nice, isn't it? And it's a bit of a privilege, I think, really. And yeah, something nice.
It's quite an operation, isn't it? Did you think it would be this big?
Not really, no.
No.
Very professional, though, aren't they?
Very professional indeed. Yeah. And speaking of professionals, you're working with Malcolm, our head of sheep, who's worked on One Man and His Dog for years. So we'll leave you manning the gate there, John, and we'll just go and have a word with Malcolm about this system and how the whole thing works. Malcolm, good to see you.
Good to see you, Matt.
How are you?
Yeah, all right, mate, yep.
Brilliant. Now then, this is a tried and tested system.
Yes.
How many years now?
Years, forever. I'm starting to go grey.
Lovely. Just give us an idea of how it works and how many dogs you've got here, because they always try and make an appearance as well, your dogs,
of course
don't
they
they?
do. Allowed to, aren't they? Yeah, that's it, yeah. We basically start off with 200 sheep, which gives a selection. We cut them down to 100, and then each run, like now, we've got 2 7s.
Yeah.
For the next run, they get a red collar and a microphone collar, so they look ever so nice, and the things are great, yeah. And it's just purely random. Whatever comes through that gate, that's what goes out for the next guy. Yeah,
and it does sound bizarre saying you've got a microphone collar, but that's so that we can pick up the sound
of the sheep. Yeah, sound of the sheep as they're running on the hard ground. You can hear them, yeah.
And it's cleverly disguised as well.
Oh, cleverly disguised, yeah. Well, it's cleverly disguised in sheep wool.
Yeah, in sheep's wool.
That's
in sheep's clothing.
The sheep's clothing, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And that's for that one.
Right.
And the red collar is for when they come to do a single in the shedding ring.
Okay.
They've got the red collars, they know which ones they've got to take off.
And which one do you want to put it? Is it literally take your pick?
Take your pick. You can take your pick, Matt. Go on.
All right, then.
You take your pick, mate. Get one. Yeah.
Get that one. Oh,
that's it.
The lively sheep, these.
You just hold that, sir. And I'll put the red collar on, and then we can say Matt Baker did this one.
There you go.
Yeah. It's quite simple. We make sure it's loose enough, doesn't bother them. They're all happy.
And it's not the same sheep that are used again and again. They're
different sheep. Some of them are going to be superstars, and some of them will never see the television. So it's as simple as that, really. Yeah.
It's a harsh world.
It's a harsh world. It's hard for them. Yeah.
And it all happens via radio, so everybody's connected from the van.
Everybody shouts down here. They all shout down when they're ready for them. We turn them out at various stages and try to get them bang on the post for them, so that everybody gets exactly the same chance.
And which dogs have you got with you this year?
I've only got one with me this year, Sam.
This is Sam. Lovely.
That's Sam, yeah. He's sort of come to have a look, haven't you? Hey?
Good lad.
Haven't you, Sam? Yeah. Yeah,
And
professional, because he's very quiet walking to the post, you see.
Yeah.
Because we try to give every competitor, or we give every competitor, exactly the same chance.
Yeah.
So we want to walk them very quietly, very sensibly to the post, stand them there with a quiet dog, so everyone from every nationality has got the same chance.
Has a go, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, away from the trials field and from a telly point of view, this is where quite a few important people sit. So you've got the director here and producers and execs, and they're looking at this bank of television screens which are being fed from all over the farm. And the director will say, right, I want to cut to camera 2, and so the vision mixer does all of this, and presses all, I better not touch anything here because I'm sure everything is set. But yeah, it's a bit like the Starship Enterprise, really. But doesn't it look lovely out there?